What's up, guys? And I'm so freaking cool with my sunglasses on. Yeah, bro. What's up, bro? Nah, I'm just kidding. What's up, guys? Video blog. Gotta update you guys on what I've been playing. It's been a while. So, let's start with the first thing I started playing since my last video blog. I think. I don't know. Let's just start with this game. Dead Island. This game that I never expected to even pick up, wasn't really on my radar. It was a game I didn't really know much about. Saw some videos, some gameplay footage of it a while back, and it looked pretty cool. Then when it came closer to being out, I heard that it was okay. I don't know, whatever. But basically, what I did is I rented it from Redbox because Redbox is awesome. Paying $2 to play a game is pretty sweet. So what ended up happening is I rented it. I ended up renting it for like a few days. I almost beat it, and then I bought it. And it's a pretty awesome game, I must say. I wasn't expecting to play very much of it, but it turns out I played like 100 hours of it. You're gonna go like, whoa, man! Like, turn down the nerd dial a bit, man. I think you need to chill, bruh. But yeah, basically I played it for like 100 hours because I wanted to get the level 50 achievement, and then I played with a bunch of friends, and it took a while to get to level 50 because my friends were lower levels. I was helping them through, and yada yada yada. Basically, it's a really fun game. I wanted to play the chick that had the gun ability, the best gun ability, and then I found out the guns kind of weren't a big deal in the game, so that kind of sucked at first. But then I got guns and basically turned my character into a gun-only person, which is awesome, because now everything just kind of falls over and makes it so you don't have to get in too many dangerous spots with the zombies. Game's got a lot of glitches, though. A lot of glitches. We actually, I was playing with some friends, we actually had the entire game just flat out crash for everybody and change all different colors on the screen. That wasn't so good. And a lot of other stuff I won't get into, but yeah, but I didn't really get any super game breaking stuff, so yeah, it was good. I got to level 50 without my save being corrupted. Yes, that was another problem. Luckily, no save corruption here. There's a new patch coming out. I can't wait for the new patch. It's going to raise the level cap up 10 levels. So that means more stuff for your skill tree, which is awesome. And some other tweaks that I've been wanting for a while. So thanks, Deep Silver, for supporting your game. Yeah, so moving on to the next game. Gears of War 3. Game I wasn't sure if I was going to get either. I haven't been a big gearhead for a while. Played Gears 1 back in the day with, the whole GameSpot fellas, and we pretty much played the shit ton of that game. And then Gears of War 2 came out, and the game kind of sucked, in my opinion, multiplayer-wise. So, didn't really play much of that. So Gears 3 was coming out, I'm like, I don't know, I'm out of Gears, I don't really care about Gears. Played the beta, I kind of hated the beta. But then near the end of the beta, I kind of learned some things, and I was like, oh, this is pretty sweet. I don't know, I guess I'll just get the game. Redbox wasn't going to get it, so I got Gears of War 3. And the multiplayer actually was pretty sweet for a while. Like the first week or so that I got the game, I was like, hell yeah, this is awesome multiplayer. This could be my multiplayer game of the year. More on that later. And, but I don't know, same thing happens with most multiplayer games. The people on there get freaking insane. I don't know what it is. It's like, you do good for a while and then just, yeah. So, I don't know, when I start playing it now, I mean, I'm sure my friend Wesker is going to be watching this and be like, just suck, man. I don't know, you just suck. I do awesome. I'm like, oh, bad shot! That's Wesker. He gets like 10-1 scores or something, or not that good, but he's pretty good. He carries the team. And then there's me lately, and I'm lucky if I even get even. So that's how good I am lately. I used to be pretty decent, but I don't know what it is with the people online now. They're just insane. So, yeah, I don't play that too much anymore. Still gotta play the campaign. I played the first 3 missions and I loved it, but I haven't played it. I don't know, I just kind of lost interest in playing it right now. Because, well, maybe because I was more in the mood for, wow, Dark Souls. Yeah, I love Demon Souls, but I wasn't going to get this game because I heard that they blocked out party chat, and I was like, well, big fact about me when I play on the 360 is I pretty much always have a chat going. I don't know, I just like doing that. I like either having a chat or instant messaging going or something. I just like being connected. I don't know, maybe it's just something about the way things are these days, but yeah, it's how it is for me. I like to be connected, and I always like to be talking, playing with friends especially. Playing with friends on Demon Souls. It wasn't the easiest thing to do, but played on Demon Souls, and I heard it was even harder to play with your friends in this game, plus no chat, and I was like, well, I'm not going to get it. But then I heard, well, private chat still works. I'm like, okay, so I can still talk. I was like, well, you know, I'm just going to give it a shot. I'm sure it's not that hard to play with friends. Wrong! They actually made it way harder to play with friends in this game. To the point where, okay, so in the original game, you had to be like within 10 levels of your friend and then be in the same spot. Like, one of you had to be alive and one of you had to be like a zombie or whatever. And you could play together, which was kind of a lot to ask, but, you know, it worked pretty often. I got to play co-op a lot. And the 361, okay, you have to be within 10% of their level. One of you, either both of you or one of you has to be human, the person's host. And you have to be in the same area. But not only that, there's multiple servers. And I think it does some kind of weird peer-to-peer thing. I don't know. But basically, the only way you can play with friends is you drop your sign down, your like little soapstone sign down in the world, and then it goes into a random server. It might not be the same server your friend's in. So what you got to do is you got to place the sign down for like 15-20 seconds. Yeah, if you talk to your friend, you see it now, and then keep picking it up, putting it back down, and that could take several minutes. And yes, it is as dumb as it sounds. It's actually I actually had trouble one night. Couldn't get it connected to my friend for a good like hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah, it blows really, because you know, if multiplayer was easier in that game with your friends, I'd say it's one of the best online games. But at the same time, you can play with strangers fairly easily without going through all that hassle, and I know that's the way they intended it. So as stupid as it is, it's like, okay, I guess you can't really fault them because it was by design. But the game itself is awesome, okay? So it's better than Demon Souls. It's open world. There's no loading times. Hard as hell. I'd say it's probably slightly easier than Demon Souls, but I haven't beaten it yet. I've put a good 60 hours into it, but not on one character. I played through with a knight that I converted. Well, my first character was a thief. I leveled it like shit, so I ditched that character completely. Then I played a knight that I had the intentions of making into like a mage knight, like I did in Demon Souls. And that worked out okay for a little while, and then it kind of sucked after I put too many skill points, too much in one pot. Like I was leveling faith and intelligence and strength and endurance and you name it. It's just too much, and it turns out when I got to level 40, I was a mishmash of blah. So yeah, my friend Arcavial, he was playing, and he had a character about the same level, and he was just destroying stuff. He's like, well, he's using a spear and a shield. I'm like, okay, I'll use a spear and a shield. And I don't know, sucked. Couldn't do anything. I felt like complete worthless, so I made another character. I remade my thief. But this time, after playing so much, I knew about which stats were good and what to do in a lot of the areas in the game, so I kind of grinded up, got really powerful, and I'm at the same level as I was with my knight, and I'm kicking more ass, so thinking this character will be good. I'm level 40 on this thief. I gotta go to Blake Town, but I haven't in the last few days. I don't know, I just haven't felt like it. So, yeah, hopefully I beat that game sometime before the end of the year. It's a pretty tough game, but I love it. It's probably my game of the year so far. Originally it was going to be Dead Island, but Dead Island's kind of one of those games where after I beat all that stuff, I just don't know if I can go back to it right away. I want to go back to it when the patch comes out, but I don't know if I will. Yeah, last thing I want to touch on here is Crysis 2. This game has an achievement that you play it 6 months after your first time playing it, and you get an achievement called Dedication. It's worth like, I don't know, 30 points or something. And I was like, okay, that's sweet. You know, I love Crysis 2, so I'll keep the game, no doubt. And it's a glitched achievement. And the thing that pisses me off about this, not even that it's a glitched achievement, is the company that makes it, Crysis, they don't give a fuck about this game. I'm telling you, I'm not even joking. I'm not even saying to be a little shithead. And I used to defend this company, but I think they're absolutely the worst company now in gaming when it comes to support. They've had glitches in the game since day one. They haven't talked to the community at all. The only thing they've had is moderators on the forum that know little to nothing about what's going on in Crysis. They say, oh, we're passing you info on. Bullshit. They don't tell them shit, or they don't care. I don't know. There's certain glitches that have been in the game since day one they haven't fixed. If this achievement's glitched, they haven't said jack shit. They basically said no more patches, no more support, whatever, in one of like a news story on some site. Not even at their own community, like, you know, guys, you know, we're pulling the plug or nothing. It's just, that's it. No support. It's kind of bullshit, really. I mean, you have a game with a community, you just, since day one, basically ignore them. Leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but I love the game, so I guess I gotta eat shit to play those games. I love Crysis. Crysis is one of my favorite games. I've been playing that sort of recently because it came out on the 360, so I've been playing it on the PC to kind of celebrate it and whatever. Kind of fallen in love with that game again, one of my favorite games of all time. Crysis 2, though, is a really good game. One of my favorites this year for sure. Oh yeah, one more game I forgot to talk about that I played. I played Rage. I rented it. Paid like $4 to beat that game, so that's a pretty sweet deal. I love Redbox. Wasn't really too interested in getting that game for purchase because they kind of gave this vibe like it was kind of like an open world Fallout type game. And when it came out, it really wasn't that. You know, it was just kind of it's you know what it feels like to me? It feels like the open world's so empty and pointless. It feels like a MotorStorm track with like mission hubs on it. It's like a big open desert racetrack thing that you just use to traverse. You spend like probably 20 seconds in the wasteland going from mission to mission. Like, you know, between each mission, like about 20-second drive or whatever. And it's kind of shitty. I mean, I thought it was going to be more open world, more exploring, maybe some side quests. I mean, there is side quests, but they're kind of like stupid. I don't know what to say. But, that game was really a letdown to me because, okay, well, the open world stuff was whatever. Story in that game was, I guarantee you nobody's going to give a shit about that story. It feels very unimportant and rushed, and I don't know, there's just no good characters really. The graphics are pretty awesome, but they kind of have that Call of Duty feel to them, because Call of Duty does use one of its engines. It's just kind of got this, like, it looks really good, but kind of not at the same time. It runs at 60 frames a second, though, so you can't really complain too much. You know, controls and shooting stuff feels awesome. The only problem is the enemies are kind of bullet sponges. You could have an unarmored enemy that takes like 10 bullets in the face before he falls down, and that kind of doesn't sit well with me. Or like the little grunt enemies, they'll take like a couple of shotgun blasts in the chest, and I don't see how that's great, but I mean, some of the weapons feel good in that game, but I don't know, like, part of the game was really fun. I was like, okay, the action missions are really fun in this game, it's forgivable, whatever else. But I don't know, I just didn't really like the game after. It's alright. It's got its issues. It felt like a game like they laid down the framework to make like a Fallout clone, and then they just said, "Yeah, fuck it, ship it." It's kind of what it felt. It's kind of like what it felt to me. I didn't play the multiplayer because I don't really care, but yeah, Rage, it was okay. I don't know. Not, it was kind of like my most anticipated game for a little while, but didn't really pan out for me. So yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta talk about for game-wise. I can talk music-wise, but I don't think anyone really cares, so I'll just give my impressions on these games. Quick thing, Gears of War 3, it's okay. Dead Island, fucking awesome, but needs a little more patching, which is coming, so good on them. Dark Souls, fucking awesome, you should pick it up. Even if you're scared it's too hard, you should give it a try, because as hard as it can be, a lot of that can be alleviated by leveling up and just, like, practicing a bit. Crysis 2, despicable developers, but pretty awesome game. So, that's it, guys. I guess I'm going to end this video blog here while my games are falling all over back here, for God's sakes. So, see you later, man. I'm going to be cool. Peace!